RPM. Y'all doing good? Right on. Well, I'll go ahead and start off with my nose. Yes, it's pointing to the right. So I can smell what you guys are eating, but not you guys. It's a good thing sometimes. It's broken. I used to be a boxer, and I had one fight, and I did not win. I was not very good at boxing. That ended that career, but I'm still an athlete though. I'm an amateur competitive eater. You guys, anybody else? I see a few in the crowd, yeah? You don't know you're competing, but you are. I love competitive eating. It's a really good competition for me. But there's a stigma to it, so that's kind of rough. Like, I wish that they could overcome the stigma of competitive eating and maybe, like, you know, put in the Olympics or something. We could out eat all those hungry countries. That would be fun, right? Yeah. In their defense, they don't get a lot of practice. It's tough, man. Other countries suck, though, man. Did you guys know that Hitler's phone just sold for $280,000 on eBay? Yes, it did, yeah. He did, yeah. He had his own office phone. Right there with a swastika on it. Very big. Yeah, you can tell it's his because of the giant swastika. Somebody bought that for $280,000. But the only reason anyone would ever buy that would be to call up every Jewish person they know. That Adolf Hitler show up on the caller ID. Crazy, baby. Like, they're probably calling the Anne Frank Museum right now. Hello, this is Adolf. Yes, this is Anne there. She was there. She was in the attic, I remember. Like, I really want to know who paid that much for Hitler's phone, but Mel Gibson won't return any of my emails, so we'll never know. I think Mel Gibson needs to pay for all the anti-Semitic stuff he did, right? It wasn't cool. Like, he should at least be forced to play like an actor in a concentration camp. He would make the perfect prison guard. So much raw anger. Leave the weapon 5, Auschwitz. Oh boy. So I have I'm doing pretty well, guys. I'm doing well, I can't lie. I've got a wife, I've got a kid, I've got a house, and I just got a letter in the mail that was addressed to the Rich family. Hey, Comcast, that's a little forward, but that's us. It wasn't for us. It was actually for my neighbors. Their last name is Rich, apparently. Tough to figure that out. But I do have a kid. I had a kid at 30 because I made good decisions. Oh, man. There's a lot of people. I know you guys are probably thinking, like, hey, this guy's probably not that cool. He has a kid. But hey, I'm cool about having a kid. I knew what I was getting into. I'm not mean about it. Like these other parents, if you yawn in front of a parent, they're like, oh, honey, you don't know what being tired is till you have a kid. Like, sweetheart, when I was 21, I drank a 12-pack and showed up to work the next day, no problem. Like, you can do that, I'll throw your kid in the crib, see who shows up to work. That's an easy one. Other parents give bad advice, like, there's no instruction booklet with these kids. Yes, there is. It's the internet. You should Google having a kid before you do it. There are very clear do's and don'ts with the child, growing stages. There are some things you should do and you should not do. There's very clear instructions on having a child. I don't know why people say that. I have a baby girl. Okay, I wanted a boy too. I was disappointed as well. But it's okay. You can't really tell at this age. A lot of people come up and like, hey, how old is he? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Turns out he likes boobs too, so hey, we're just alike. The other day, I was hanging out with the kiddo and she peed standing up, so maybe it is a boy. You never know. But having a kid is great. Found a new food I really liked. It's a combination of two things I already liked, because I already like milk, and I really like breasts, so I really like breast milk. Makes me feel like a kid again. That's awesome. My baby's teething though, that's kind of rough. helps with teething. It's alcohol actually really helps. It helps me anyway. I don't know about the kid. I kind of black out. I don't know what happens after that. I'm sure she's okay. Raising a kid is hard. You guys ever heard that kids are little drunk people? You all heard that saying? My baby's on some other stuff. Yeah, she can't keep her eyes open. She's always nodding off. Falls asleep with her food. She's always trying to borrow money. I think Harper's on the hard candy. Chasing the dragon, if you know what I mean. Tough time for kids. I had a real tough grandma growing up. She was from Oklahoma during the Depression. Yeah. Just imagine Oklahoma now and then 80 years ago. It's like the same thing. But yeah, it was really rough back then. Everyone here from Oklahoma or what? All right. It was tough, man. I was a whiny kid, so I complained once because I got a birthday gift I was not satisfied with. And my grandma decided to tell me that, hey, Chris, there was a child during the Great Depression, and he got an orange for his birthday, and he was the happiest kid you ever see. Yeah, that kid probably died, Grandma. Those are rough times when you get an orange for your birthday, and you're okay with that. He probably used the energy from that orange to bury his brothers and sisters. My grandma had 2 dogs, both on Xanax. Dog depression is a real thing. It's a hot topic right now. They have a pretty rough life. All right, no dog jokes, okay. How about a cat joke? Anybody ever tried to make their cat laugh? Doesn't work. I can't seem to get my dog to laugh either. I think my dog's depressed, honestly. He's always scratching at the gun safe. All his little rope toys are tied up in the nooses. And he left me 13 cassettes all over the house. Time to listen to that. I got a car recently, and I was driving on Texas Avenue. I hit a real bad bump and hit it, and it just took the rim straight out. The tire popped, the rim bent, and like, damn it, so I had to go to Avenue Q, the Firestone there, and they're like, all right, Chris, here's your options. You can pay $400 for these new murdered out black Kimco Pimp My Ride rims, or you pay $650 and get your stock rim back. I was like, dude, wow, okay, I didn't know Pimp My Ride was taking advantage of people like that. All that stuff on the cars is cheap. Like, yeah, throw rims on it, a spoiler, yeah, that's $30. We made it so cool. So I was an economic man. I was like, hey, you know, give me the pimped out, murdered out rims on the right. Let's do this. Let's go, Exhibit. So he put them on there, and I'm driving home, and there's a cop that drives by me the other way, and I can just see his face was following me. Lights come on, pulls me over. I was like, damn it. I should have paid the extra $250 and kept my white privilege. And y'all are great. Thank you, guys.